It's game day, Seminole fans, and the Nole Insiders have your 3 keys to victory. I'm Lane, he's Tim. Let's get right to it. Key number 1, let's win the first quarter. Against Duke, Seminoles went down the field, scored. We're going down the field again, and the quarter changed. That's probably their best quarter, first quarter of the season. A repeat of that could spell some good things.
Well, and also it's the first quarter you'll have played since last Friday against Boston College, so just to see some positive things, see a sharp, crisp drive on offense, maybe a 1 or 2 3-and-outs on defense, and a lead after the first quarter, just to kind of settle things, get the earth sort of back on its proper axis, if you will, and just get some confidence and some good vibes going in that Florida State huddle, I think would be a good thing.
Key number 2, controlling the tempo. Syracuse runs on average, not their top, their average, 86.5 plays per game. They want to run a ton of plays, wear you out. Seminoles need to hold the ball, keep the ball, have some long drives.
Yeah, you want to limit those possessions as much as you can, but then also so much of those hurry-up offenses are based on rhythm. You kind of get into a lockstep. It's almost like gears on a clock. Well, if you keep those guys on the sideline, it's harder to get into that rhythm, and maybe things are a little more disjointed. Maybe you're an inch or 2 off on a pass, on a catch, or an inch or 2 off on your protection. Whatever the case may be, it's just if it's just a little bit out of sync, that can throw the whole thing off. Florida State needs to kind of maximize the opportunities to keep Syracuse's offense out of sync as much as it can, and you're going to do that by leaving them on the sideline.
That also leads to our third key, discipline on defense. When you run that many plays, it's so important to make sure you are in the right position, getting those calls in, reading your keys, because your mind wavers a little bit because you're getting a little bit tired. That's when all of a sudden they get that 60, 70-yard plan.
Well, and here's the most obvious statement you'll hear on this show today is that if the offense is running 90 plays a game, that means that the defense is running 90 plays a game, and a lot of defenses aren't used to that. So it's going to be a test of both mental and physical toughness, just to kind of have the wear of every play. You've got to rush to the line of scrimmage. If you make a play on defense, you're not going to have time to go chest bump your buddy or do any kind of celebration. You got to get right back to the line, because the thing about Syracuse, and not every team that runs hurry up does this, but Syracuse, even if a play is not successful, they're still running the line and hurry up. So you do not have time to do anything other than get your play call as quickly as possible, which is another key to this, by the way. Getting to the line and getting ready for the next play. If not, that's where you get into trouble.
For the record, I've always wondered why teams haven't run hurry up after a incompletion or a negative play. I think it's a really smart thing that Dino Babers teams do.
Well, it throws you off a little bit. I think when you do win first down on defense or second down on defense, you expect them to kind of go back to the drawing board. But I think with this type of offense, they know what they're doing regardless. So, yeah, it's going to be different. It's going to be an adjustment. There
you have it, Seminole fans. It's the Noles and the Orange on Saturday. That's today, 12:20. Make sure you're inside Doak Campbell Stadium cheering on your Noles. We'll have everything you need post-game as well. Tim will have his written analysis, and we'll have highlights and post-game reaction from players and head coach Jimbo Fisher as well. For Tim, I'm Lane. Let's go Noles.